Believe it or not, Jesus Christ told us that the promised day of God, when it comes, there would be no more preachers or clergy or divines, as Baha'u'llah calls them. Where did Jesus say this, you ask? Well, he said it in Matthew 21, Mark 12, and Luke 20. And in all these verses is where you find his famous parable of the vineyard, where he tells the story of the Lord of the vineyard plants a vineyard, and he leaves it to the husbandman to tend the grapevines. And then when the season of harvest comes, he sends his representative, but the husbandmen don't want to give up the harvest, so they beat and stone and eventually kill the representatives, which are the prophets who come on cyclic time frames. And then the Lord of the vineyard comes, because now he's upset because they killed his prophet, which was Jesus. And what does the Lord of the vineyard do? He kicks the husbandmen out, the violent husbandmen out, who are the divines, symbolic divines,
yeah.
And he gives the vineyard to others. And who are the others?
The people?
The Baha'is.
The Baha'is.
Yeah. So here's, I just pulled these off the internet. So here's a picture of the husbandmen see the heir coming, and they say, if we kill him, we'll inherit the vineyard. Right? This is, and then he kill him. I didn't show you that picture. And then here's the Lord of the vineyard saying to the angry husbandman, you're gone, get out. And then here is the meek, peaceful, loving person tending the new person tending the vines, who is the Baha'is. And we Baha'is, we share the love with everyone. That's, as with this video, this is what we're doing. So that's just a little something I found.
Why do you think Baha'u'llah would say that there would be no more preachers in this day?
Well, Jesus said it.
Well, yeah.
And here's what Baha'u'llah says to back up what Jesus says.
Yeah.
He says, O concourse of divines, ye shall not henceforward behold yourselves possessed of any power, inasmuch as we have seized it from you, and destined it for such, the others, for such as have believed in God, the one, the powerful, the almighty, the unconstrained. Why do I think that? Because Baha'u'llah has said, anything that comes out of Jesus' mouth is the truth and cannot be altered. Baha'u'llah says this about Jesus. Anything that came out of his mouth is the truth and cannot be altered. And so why do I think the husbandmen are gone? Because Jesus said so.
Well, why do you think Jesus said it?
Because he knew what...
He knew that
he knew the past,
divines,
and he's talking about himself in this video being martyred. He's telling everybody he's the one, he's the son who's going to get killed.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, it's just something that we've seen. We talked about power initially, and then people in power. Remember we were talking about
this goes back to
the
the other
universality of justice, yeah, and how people in power, they tend to want to hold and consolidate power, and it's no different, unfortunately, with some of the divines that we've seen, the priests. Not all of them. Some of them are true, pure lovers of Christ, but sometimes we see that there's this, it's incongruent with what the teachings of Christ said, and I think that is something that Christ saw, that we need to take the power away from individuals and give it more
to the people,
to the collective.